Hey there, this is Christine from Gaia Women's PT, and I wanted to put together a quick 10 to 15 minute workout for hips, glutes, and core. All that we're going to need for this are a yoga block and a band. So we're going to start with some glute bridges, but I'm going to walk you through a sequence of learning how to engage the transversus abdominis, or the deep core muscles. And so for this exercise, we're going to come onto your back, knees bent, and we're going to put a block in between your knees. It can be helpful with this to find the muscles that we're looking at. And so finding kind of the front points of your hip and going just a step to the inside, we're going to start with some nice deep inhales. And with each inhale, I want you to think about really expanding through the chest and tummy. No sucked in bellies here. We're going to inhale and expand. And then exhale as if we're blowing through a straw while drawing our tummy down towards the floor. And what you should feel through your fingertips is that these muscles are getting taut. You shouldn't feel them pop up towards you. They should kind of gently pull away and down towards the floor and feel engaged. We're going to invite our legs to this party, and so as we exhale, we're going to do like a 50% squeeze of that block that's in between our knees. So inhale, we're relaxed. Exhale and squeeze. If you're working with your therapist on engaging the pelvic floor, you could also add that into this exercise. Thinking about relaxing your pelvic floor as you inhale and squeezing as you exhale. Now we're going to bring our glutes to the party. So as we exhale, we're going to squeeze that block and we're going to squeeze our tush almost if we were about to lift up into a bridge. Now, if you want to, you could turn this into a bridge. We want to make sure that we're exhaling as we lift, inhaling as we lower. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. If you're getting cramps in your hamstrings, I want you to think about pulling your feet in closer to you. Inhale down. Exhale and lift. Inhale down. Exhale and lift. Couple more at your own pace. Two more. And we'll meet on our back. We're going to pull that block out and we're going to use it next to engage through our obliques. So we just got a whole bunch of extension. We're now going to work on some flexion. And so I want you first to place hands under your low back. We're going to do a couple pelvic tilts. And so that means tipping your pelvis away from you to create a small arch under your low back, and then pulling your pelvis up and towards you to flatten your low back. And what I want you to search for is that neutral spine, the halfway point in between those two extremes. Okay. And once we're there, we want it to stay there. So I'm going to use my block to just connect with the opposite knee. And so I've got the block in my right hand. I'm going to pull my left knee up, being mindful that I still have that neutral spine. I'm going to inhale and expand through tummy. Exhale and press my hand and knee together. Inhale and relax. Exhale and engage. And the place that I should feel this is through the front of my hip and my rib. I should feel like they're pulling towards each other. I shouldn't feel like my arm's doing a lot of movement or my leg is doing a lot of movement. We want that movement coming from your core. Inhale, relax. Exhale, engage. Think about pulling right ribs towards left hip. 3 more for me here. One more. Inhale and relax. Awesome. We're going to switch, do the same thing on the other side. I'm taking the block in my left hand. Right leg is up. I'm taking a mental check of my low spine, that I'm in a neutral position. I'm not arched. I'm not flattened out. Okay? I'm inhaling and expanding through tummy. Exhale and press into that block. Inhale. Relax. Exhale and engage. Again, we should feel left ribs pulling down towards our right hip. That movement, that engagement is coming from our deep core muscles, not from our hip flexors, not from our shoulder. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Next, we're going to come to our hips. So I like to do a clamshell on my side, but if laying on your side feels uncomfortable for you, you could always do this on your back. We're going to take our band just below or just above knees. We're going to come onto our side. And some things to keep in mind with our clamshell is that we want our hips to stay stacked. I've got my left on top of my right. I don't want to roll backwards as I'm lifting. My knees are at about a 90-degree angle, okay? And so if I drew a line from my shoulder to my hip to my heels, that would be a straight line, okay? You could stabilize on the ground for this one. And as we exhale, we're gonna lift for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is kind of a less is more thing. We don't need to take that knee and point it up towards the ceiling. Your pelvis is going to kind of weeble wobble all over the place if we do that. We're going to hold for a count of 5, and then we're going to lower for 5. Okay, so that's the move. We're going to exhale and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice big inhale. Ready for another one? We're going to exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 2, 3, 4, 5. If the hold is a struggle for you, my suggestion would be try the slow up for 5. And then slow down for 5. And keep going with whichever version feels like the Just Right challenge for you right now. We're gonna do a couple more, whether you're doing the modified version or the one with the full hold. Take a few more at your own pace. And then we're gonna move on to a full leg raise. So we're gonna keep our knees bent, we're gonna keep that band in the same place, but on our exhale, we're going to lift knee and ankle up. So we're gonna exhale up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if that's feeling like a lot for you, we could just work on a nice slow up for 5 and down for 5 without the hold at the top. Let's take a couple more here. 3, 2, 1. If you're not feeling these, I don't know. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So we're going to start again with our clamshells. You can decide whether you want to do the full hold at the top, or if you just want to do a slow up 5, down 5. Again, make sure your hips are stacked. We're making sure we exhale as we lift, so we know that those deep core muscles are engaged. We're going to exhale and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And come down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alternatively, we could just go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lifting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 2, 3, 4, 5. A few more. You may find that left and right could not be equal, and maybe one side is able to do more with the hold than the other side's able to do, and that's okay. Then we're going to do our full leg raise. So we're going to exhale, lifting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You could hold here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lower. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or we could just do up 5 and down 5. Well done.